Hello everyone, this is Cody Lee of BlackCatBooks.org, author of I, the Dragon, Cruel and Beautiful, Rabbit Hole, King Dio, Lauren Frey, and the upcoming Mouth of the Dragon. Can we just all acknowledge that MisterMetokur, Jim, Internet Aristocrat, the big dog, Internet Daddy, Daddy Jim, I've heard some people call him, can we all just admit that MisterMetokur has no idea what he's talking about when it comes to geopolitical conflicts and in wartime stuff? Because I've been following him forever now, and I just recently, over the past couple of years, he's had so many hot takes regarding certain subjects that it needs to be addressed more among the community that he has no idea what he's talking about. Like I specifically mentioned the pandemic in the past as being a prevalent example, but the most recent example, the most recent tweet he's made regarding certain situations is the rather erroneous claim that Russia is struggling to take Ukraine. Like he tried saying some shit about how Russia has been fighting for 3 days and hasn't taken the capital city, and how that means that Putin has been pushed back, and how he completely fucked, and how that's not gonna result, how he completely failed, and how he's a loser or some shit. And several people, including myself, immediately called him out on his shit. You don't take cities full of millions of people within a couple of days. It takes a while to kind of get your people in there, get them settled, get the fighting to settle down, and getting the city running during your occupation, right? It doesn't mean that Putin has lost. If anything, it feels like at this stage he's going to win, and any statement otherwise is basically just empty propaganda from a global homo trying to preserve their interest in Ukraine. I've heard all sorts of weird propaganda stories about how Ukraine is totally putting up a good fight and Russia is going to get fucked any day now, but that doesn't seem to be happening. And I find it strange how MisterMetokur, I've always found it strange how MisterMetokur, who purports himself to be skeptical of the mainstream media and their claims regarding certain situations, how he's so willing to swallow obvious nonsense that is being used to influence people's actions and how they perceive certain events and things like that. He legitimately did seem to think that Ukraine had a chance to push back Russia when they clearly don't. Going by everything I've seen, it's absurd. If you don't know anything about the situation in Ukraine, don't fucking talk about it. Don't try and release a statement saying that oh man, Putin's gotten fucked. No, I've seen no evidence of that. That doesn't seem to be the case at all. In fact, I kind of expect things to get worse. This is going to escalate into a bigger and bigger conflict, and I'm very interested in seeing where it develops from here. But I don't think Putin is just gonna leave. I think things are gonna get worse. That is my official take on it. Jim is wrong. Metokur is a little fuck. People need to start condemning him for his clearly uninformed opinions going forward.